Hello.
Hello.
What is your name and what do you do for a living?
I am Paaige Turner, and it's my delight to serve as Dean of the College of Communication, Information, and Media at Ball State University.
Yes. This is a really high pressure situation for me because I'm honored for you to be interested in my show and giving it a chance.
Thank
But also,
you.
you're my dean. I'm assuming you know a lot about media, so you're going to be judging every aspect of this.
So let's take it down. My background is not in media. My
Oh.
background's in organizational communication. So I know very little about media. So you are the expert.
Okay, I never expected to hear that from you.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, you're the expert.
Okay. Here we go. The
Okay.
first question is no point.
No points.
18. Wow.
18. Oh, a high stakes question.
High stakes for
With no points. I know.
Fate really wants you to answer this.
I guess. Okay. Hopefully it's one that we can answer.
Philosophical. Why do humans create and destroy things?
Why do humans create and destroy things? I think because they're following the path of life in the world. We are always about creation, destruction, and rebirth. And we see that in our own personal existence, but then we also see it in the world around us as well. So I think it's because it's part of who we are and how we resonate with the rest of the world.
Okay, I really enjoy that answer. For me, the way I will answer that is humans like symmetry and balance. Even if we claim we don't like balance, you want it. So every time you create, you want to destroy something. There was a science study that proved that when you see cute things, you naturally want to squeeze it. And it's just fascinating to think that when you think of something cute, you want to squish it, while if you think of something ugly, you want to like fist it.
Interesting. That also relates to the concept of cognitive dissonance that we see in psychology, where we like to have things in balance. So if we say that we believe water is important to drink, we make sure that we have water with us. And if we don't, we feel out of balance. One of my favorite quotes from the Dalai Lama was someone asked him, "How do you always stay in balance?" And he said, "Oh, I fall 1,000,000 times a day. The question is, how far do you fall before you bring yourself back into balance?" Many people have to fall into disarray before they think about bringing themselves back in balance.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, isn't that
Is,
isn't that amazing?
yeah, that is, wow. That is just eye-opening for me, because I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Wow. So, 3, 2, 1, the timer begins. 5. You want to answer this or pass it off to me?
I'll answer it.
You'll answer it.
I'm curious what you've got in those envelopes.
Like I see. Quickly name 10 things you can't live without.
10 things I can't live without.
Yeah.
I can't live without water. I can't live without food. Can't live without my husband. Can't live without my son. Can't live without my daughter. Can't live without new shoes. Can't live without books. Are you counting? How many is that?
That is 6.
Okay, I can't live without new ideas, and I can't live without people who ask me questions that I've never thought of. I can't live without Lucky Charms, and I can't live without coffee.
Okay. I can agree with the coffee. I'm
Okay.
also a tea person.
Okay, I'll go with tea too.
Okay.
Yes. What can't you live without?
For me, I can't live without my mom, dad, sister. I can't live without my phone. Water, tea. I can't live without some type of protein, so chicken. I'm going to claim chicken. And I cannot live without shoes, pants, and a t-shirt.
You're a t-shirt guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, collars shirt?
No, I am literally just
T-shirt.
athletic t-shirt.
Looks great with the jacket.
Thank you.
Yes.
So those are the 10 things I can't live without. And interesting.
Yeah.
Curious, you mentioned just food. It's very particular food. You're like, I can't live. Like, if I go a month without this, I'm just sad.
Well, I'm sort of a Lucky Charms freak. If a box of Lucky Charms comes in the house, I will eat it all in one day.
Oh, wow.
Probably one couple of hours. I'll just sit there and eat it. So my husband and I have sort of a running joke. He likes Hostess cupcakes. And so if he brings Lucky Charms into the house, then I hide Hostess cupcakes all over the house to just get him back for that.
Okay. Nice to hear.
Okay, rolling.
5. Oh. Now you have to roll the dice.
Oh, I get to roll the dice.
Yeah, because we already did 5.
Oh, okay. 17.
I will answer this.
You will answer for 17 points. Oh, I get to open it and ask? All right, I love it. I feel like I'm on the Oscars. Describe yourself in only 10 words.
Oh, come on.
Come on, you only get 10. I'm ready to go. I got my hands.
Okay, describe myself in 10 words. Highly determined individual who is too creative for his own self-good.
Oh my gosh, that was clever. I would not have gone with a full sentence structure.
I don't know why I went with that.
That was clearly a demonstration of being creative, right? Because most people, I would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You were actually creative and put together a whole sentence structure. Why are you too creative for your own good?
I think of too many like big, over the top things that, like, for being in the media department, I'm part of Radiance. I wrote a script that was like a Sammy Whammy type of horror film. And I was literally told by the 2 professors, we only have a budget of 0. Chill.
Yes.
And then I just kept boiling down, and even with the product I have done, a lot of people look at it and they're like, there's a lot of like minute, small details in this that most people probably overlooked, like the way people say certain sentences and stuff like that, that tells a different story within a story. And when I tell people about the film and they're like the secondary story, they reread the script and they go, huh? How do you think of this?
So you think in layers.
Yes.
I love that. That is great. That's very cool.
What about yourself?
Oh, so now I get to do this.
Yep.
Oh. Defy gravity. That would be the first 2. Driven. Ambitious. Playful. Movement. Innovative, a facilitator, cognitively complex.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay, I like how you did it. It's different from the way I did it. Gravity defying.
Defy gravity. So in the show Wicked, there is a scene when Elphaba and Glenda are singing a song called Defy Gravity. And I didn't understand when I first went to see it. And as the song unrolls, you learn that it's about defying gravity, expectations that people have of you, all of those things that pull you back down. And when we went to see that, my husband leaned over to me and says, that's what you do, you defy gravity.
All right.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah. And I always liked that because defying those things that would pull you down.
Okay.
Yeah?
Everything else I have seen, even from like the social medias that talk about you or the projects or ideas I see about you, I was just like that first thing you mentioned. I'm like, I'm curious.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so you get to roll now? I'm still rolling?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Did you come up with these rules?
Yep.
6.
I'll
6.
let you answer this.
Oh, okay.
And similar how I have to open it whenever when does you have to open it?
I'm opening it to ask you.
You are opening it to answer the question.
I'm going to answer this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gaining the points on this.
Okay, I get the points on this. Would you press the button, have limited tech and Wi-Fi for life, can't make more but $115,000 a month and legally and illegally? So which one would I get? Is that it?
A push the button question is basically you get the A. So in this case, you get unlimited tech. Any technology you want with unlimited Wi-Fi, you get it for free for life.
Okay.
But you're only able to make $1,500 a month.
Okay.
That's it. No matter how much you try to do it legally or illegally, you're not able to make more than that.
No,
No,
I would not do that.
you will not press the button.
I would not press the button.
Why is that?
Because if I make more than $1,500 a month, honestly, that is probably very close to substantive wages in today's economy, and it wouldn't allow me to do things that I would want to do and to be able to support the types of things I want to support. And I could buy the technology.
True.
So it wouldn't be even a contest.
Okay. For me, likewise, like with $1,500 and less, there's only so much I can do.
Yeah.
It'd be pointless. I probably won't even have a house to power the tech.
Right, there you go. You'll be living on the street with a great Wi-Fi connection.
With nothing to use it for.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I roll.
Yep.
Got it.
9.
9.
I'll let you answer this.
Okay. Somehow I think you kind of stacked the deck.
How is that?
So I answer the questions all the time. But you get to answer them too, so it's a both and.
Yeah, it's just the person who scores is the one who answers it first.
What was your best plank who have experienced or planned? Was it plank? Am I reading that right?
Plain, like a practical joke.
Oh, I didn't know what that is. I was thinking, I do Pilates. I was thinking about a plank pose. I was thinking, well, I have gotten up to a minute 30 when I was really in good shape. Best practical joke I've ever pulled. I am not really a practical joker. So this one is difficult for me because I don't do that type of stuff.
Or someone who pulled a prank on you. Have you ever experienced a prank that you're like, okay, I respect it?
Oh, boy. No. I got to start doing more practical jokes. You better watch out, Wyatt. I'm coming for you.
40 days.
4 days, yes. How about you?
For me, the best prank I have ever done on someone, looking back, it was more rude than necessary. My director in high school and band, and I was having like an argument back and forth. So to prank him on my last day of my senior year, I changed the tubas out to different cases because he has to go through and organize them all again. And that was just my way of teasing him and getting back at him.
So now I thought of one. You inspired me.
Okay.
So we had a sociology professor who was teaching us about cultural norms and practices. And so we turned all the desks around in the classroom so they were facing the back of the room as opposed to the front of the room. So we're sort of teasing, pranking him about the norms. And he didn't even bat an eye. He just went to the back of the room and started lecturing from there. Did not get a good reaction.
That person has to be a true professional.
He was absolutely a professional. We were very impressed. Yep.
Okay, because I would have just been like,
Now everybody turn around.
Well, I wouldn't have done that. I
No.
would have eventually went back to the back of the classroom because I was a sub to teacher for a little bit.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
I feel bad for those who do it for a living.
It is, it's, yes, you're doing the service. Thank you.
Yes. And a couple of the students will try to do pranks like that, but it never went out because no one else will follow suit. I have always said if someone were to do something similar to that, to just continue the class how normal and make them forced to do this the whole day.
Yes, make them turn around. I like that.
All
Okay,
right.
rolling.
Yep.
10.
I will be wanting to answer this one.
You're going to answer this one?
Yep.
You're going to go first. All right. Okay. What is your biggest goal in life?
My biggest goal in life.
Uh-huh.
My biggest goal will ultimately be make it to 60 years old, comfortable with little to no regret. That's all I want. I don't want to be living in a mansion or anything like that. I just want to be comfortable, not have to worry about bills and whatnot, and just be able to say, hey, I've done X, Y, and Z. I did to the best of my ability. It is what it is.
That's wonderful. That's a great goal. Yeah. So one of the things about me is ranking is not something I really like your biggest goal or your best, because I think those things change all the time. So right now, the goal I have is to make sure that I'm bringing things together and that I'm able to make the experiences that I have, the experiences of individuals in the college and the university better, because you said you wanted to do something and this other person wanted to do something, and when I'm able to bring you together, you get to do those things. And that to me is right now my goal.
Okay, so it's combining people in similar skill sets and passions and make work.
You let them be able to achieve what they want, because I've helped them come together.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I really like that goal, and it has worked.
It has worked. Actually, it's worked really well. Yeah. Okay, you're rolling or I'm rolling?
You're rolling.
You know the rules really well.
Oh, now I roll.
Now you're rolling. Okay, I see the got it. Okay, you're rolling.
20.
20. Oh, I'm asking. It's big points. It's the biggest points we've got, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want the answer.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I want to answer this. I don't know, maybe I don't. 24, yeah, okay, sure, let's go. I trust you. Should I trust you?
Okay. This is a question that is a heavy hitter in the media department.
Oh.
Is there anything in this world that's unique or original anymore?
Is there anything that's unique in this world that is unique or original? Everything is.
Everything is.
Everything is, because nothing is exactly the same as something else. It doesn't matter if you take daisies and you put them in a vase and arrange them, they will never be the same as any other arrangement. It will never be the same as any other daisy. And even more so, as our experience accumulate in who we are, we look at things in a different way. And no one has the same life experiences, so they're never going to look at that arrangement of daisies in the same way as another person. So absolutely everything is unique and original.
Okay.
What's your take on this? What?
I'm the exact opposite.
Oh, this is interesting.
For me, there is no such thing as originality anymore, because everything is a remake of something else from the past. For example, this show, I have been complimented from previous guests that this is a really unique show. When actually this is inspired by Hot Ones and inspired by Anthony Padilla's talk show, and all these other shows has been around that follows this kind of format. The only thing I did different is the dice. But if you replace the dice with just me asking general questions or put wings, it's the simple show.
There is a difference between being unique and being inspired. So you are inspired by other shows, but you are unique. I know you're not buying it. I can see it in your eyes. That's okay. I still get the points, right?
Yeah, you still get the points. No, I'm taking all the points. I get where you're coming from. Just the way I think is, to be original means nothing has been done before in that style. To me, that's what originality is. And uniqueness means like 1 in a million, 1 in a billion type of thing.
So there's a book by Kuhn that talks about scientific revolutions. And the idea being, we think of knowledge as being built like piece by piece by piece, right? We learn something about a cell, and then we learn something more about the cells, et cetera, and it builds. He argues that that's true, but then what happens is a paradigmatic shift where we see the world completely different, and then it becomes probably what you're talking about, unique or original. So we used to see disease as being caused by God's displeasure, and we needed to make amends. And then we used to see disease as caused by fluxes and fluids, and we used to bleed people. And now we understand disease to be more about bacteria or genetic makeups. So each of those moments would be a shift where we're not building new knowledge towards something. We literally see the world in an entirely different way from a different paradigm. So you're saying we never get to a new paradigm. We're always building off of what we had before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
That's ultimately what I am thinking. A classic storyline thing is the hero's journey. That's like the most commonly wrote story.
I didn't know that.
Star Wars has this phenomenon. It's like the most famous example. Basically, you get main character. They go through like a crushing of self. Then they have a change in heart when they meet a mentor. That's like the key. Like, there has to be a mentor that changes the mindset. Then an unexpected event has to happen, which in Star Wars, spoiler from a movie over 50 years ago, Luke's parents died from the Empire. Then he has to go change the events and take some control back. Then just face the enemy. The mentor has to die or get injured in some way or form. Then the hero faces against the true threat that caused the turning point, and the hero wins. That's like the most basic storyline thing that has been around since the Roman Empire. So it's just building off of that, and the only thing that really changes is the setting and the characters. So that's why when I hear
You
people...
think about storylines, yeah. I understand. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I know there's going to be one person watching this as, like, you could explain the hero journey better. I'm like, I'm on the spot. I don't have time to think.
You know what? Then they can run their own show.
True.
Right? You want to explain it? Go right ahead.
Do it yourself. That's all.
Yes.
You got a phone camera. Do something.
Or you could have the chair. They could have the chair. They could say, put me on the show. Right? Put you on the show.
Let's see if we can do better.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, rolling.
The team. You want to answer this or pass it off to me?
I'm passing it to you.
Passing it to me. Okay.
Lucky 13.
Oh, this is awkward. What is the difference between a romantic and a friendship? This is awkward because I'm a romantic. I don't feel romantic feelings.
You don't? Yeah.
The best way I can describe it...
How about in media? What's the difference? How do they portray it?
Media. Oh, okay. That's a nice way to take this.
Yeah.
The technical side is how far away the people are.
Okay.
The closer you are to someone, the more intense that emotion will be. Like, if we're going to be like enemies and fighters, we either want to be on opposite sides of the room, or like face to face, like almost nose touching while showing anger. For friendships, you want to be within arm's length and like fist bumping and whatnot, but not too close. And then for romantic, you always want to do tight and up close and be similar to enemies, but with happier emotion.
Happy face.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense to me because romantic tends to be a more physical contact and connection, whereas friendship is an element of that in that you're supportive, you're there for each other as well. And we tend to think of romantic relationships as a choice for one relationship, unless polyamorous marriages and other types of relationships are viable as well. But we tend to think of friendships as more expansive in numbers, and romance is a tighter, more limited number.
Yeah. That, I'm assuming, also goes for real life.
Yep. Yeah.
As far as, again, going more of the media side, because I can understand that aspect more of it. Just, how do I phrase this? It's just funny to me when you look at the technical side of enemies and like lovers, how similar they are. Just the intent is the only thing that's different.
I think that's it. You know, when I talk to people about public speaking and they say, oh, I'm nervous. And I say, well, describe what you're feeling in your body. You know, sweaty palms, your stomach flipping, your heart racing, your mouth getting dry. That's excitement too. So when we think about like getting on a roller coaster, falling in love, it's all the same physiological response. It's just what we label it.
So it's basically where our mindset is
It
determines
is.
the pace.
Yep. Yeah. And what we think about it. Because we could fall in love and have all of those same feelings and we say, well, that's a good thing. It could end up to be a bad thing, right? Or you could do a public speech and fumble every word, or you could do it and it turns out to be a good thing.
Okay. Well, hate to cut this short.
How much we got?
We went out of time for the game.
Oh, the game.
Okay.
Okay.
Soft cut. I need to count the points real quick.
Okay.
So, after tallying up the points, I won this episode.
Congratulations. I am so glad that you won. You put so much work into this that you deserve to win.
Thank you, especially after a losing streak.
Have you been losing?
I would watch every single episode.
Oh, you're kidding. So I'm the first person that's lost to you.
Yes.
Congratulations, Wyatt.
Thank you.
That is wonderful. I feel special. I feel very special.
Okay. The ending sequence goes as follows.
Okay.
I have to choose between one of these cards
Okay.
to ask you for the final question,
Okay.
or I can make up one of my own.
Oh.
And that's what I'm going to do. The question I want to ask you is, what is your favorite part of being a dean?
It is shaking the students' hands as they cross the stage at graduation. That is my favorite thing because the students are so alive. They've worked so hard to get to that stage. And when I shake their hands and I can say their name to them and congratulate them, you can just see the joy of being seen. And we live in a world where we're on Instagram or TikTok, but we never are truly seen as individuals between another person very often. It doesn't happen all that time. So when they cross the stage and they shake my hand, and sometimes they shake my hand very hard and I have to ice my hand after shaking 500 hands, and it's worth it, that's my favorite part of being a dean.
Well, either you're going to like what I'm about to say or you're going to be a little emotional after you got a chance to talk to me. 43 days.
43 days and I get to shake your hand.
Yep.
Want to practice?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Is there any one organization's people you want to shout out before we end the episode?
Oh, I just want to shout out to all the student organizations and the students that do this work. It is amazing. I am continually impressed by people like you in our college that say, I want to make something happen, and you go out and make it happen. And the faculty supports you in doing that. So it's shout out to all of you.
Okay. Peace.